Hello, I have Jon Kyte here, who won the PLO 4&5 last year. So maybe you can teach me a little bit how the PLO goes. I've been playing No Limit Hold'em, but I know nothing about PLO. And what does the 4&5 mean even?
Yeah, it's a bit different from Hold'em. In PLO, it's more about you need a lot more. You need draws. You need like 2 pair or better. You don't want to go crazy with like 1 pair, like over pair, as you do in Hold'em maybe. Yeah. In 4 cards, it's mostly about having aces, nut suits, yeah, high pairs. In 5 cards, you can have a bit more rundown hands, which means like, for example, Jack 10, 9, 8, 7. That's really good to crack aces, for example.
Can we do a little like example or just to... And I really want to know, what does the 4&5 mean? Yeah, is it like 1 round with 4 cards and then 5 or...?
Yeah, 1 round of each. So we're 8-handed. So first we have 1 round with 4 cards. This is a very good 4-card hand.
This is for me?
Yeah.
Very good card.
Oh yeah, maybe turn it around.
Yeah.
So, you like equity run very close in PLO compared to Hold'em. Let's say you have aces versus kings in Hold'em, it's like 80-20, right?
Okay.
But here it's more like 33-66. Even though, so if you have like aces with something, against kings with something. And here you see we have a double suited kings. We love the hand, but against aces we're always a dog, obviously. But when you have kings, you always want ace blocker. That always helps. Less chance for your opponent to have aces.
But in the game you still have like the flop and turn and river the same way. And
you just get more cards. And a big difference is you have to use 2 cards from your hand.
Yeah, right? These are the cards that play with the table, right?
So normally, if there's 4 5s in Hold'em, you both split, right?
Yeah.
Because you both have an ace. But here, you have to use your 2 best cards. So if you have a full house. Even though the board is this, no one have quads.
Okay, so still 3 of the cards is playing from 5 cards altogether playing.
So you have a house here and the ace is full, or 5 is full of aces.
Okay.
So that's a small difference. Like if there's 4 to straight, having just a jack is no good. Like this is not a straight if this is the board.
Okay.
You see, normally in Hold'em, this would be a straight with a jack, right?
Jack, yep. Oh, this is this.
Yeah, that's fine. But here, you need to use 2 cards. So we need a king. Then we have a straight, right? So that's small differences.
And it goes like 4 cards, 1 round, like each.
Yeah. Every player gets 4 cards.
The button moves like the whole, what do I say, circle, and then the other round is 5 cards.
Yeah. Okay. So you tend to see more all-ins in 5 card. So normally a lot of people build stacks in 5 and 4 is a bit quicker. People just wait for aces. But in 5, you get so many more possibilities. Because 50% of the time you even get double suited when you have 5 card. So it's very easy to get double suited with 5 cards. Like here, ace, king, 9, 8, 4. Compared to 4 cards, it's harder to get double suited. People want double suited hands.
But what is the usual mistake that people do, like that you see in the tables?
So normally it's not respecting your opponent or the board. Like if you have aces on this board, it's never gonna be good. Like people overplay over pairs, you know. I was all in with aces once, over pair. Guy had top set, so I was crushed.
Yeah.
But I still found an ace on turn. So,
oh wow! So you have that lucky charm.
I'm lucky today. Even though I just double up a guy with aces.
But is PLO your like top 1 game, like your favorite of them all?
At least in cash game. That's what I prefer to play.
Okay.
But on every flop, we want like big draws. If the flop come Queen 10-6, even though the guy have aces with a queen, it's very strong, right? But let's see, you have this hand. You only have king high, right?
Yeah.
You have king high, but you have a full wrap. You can get straight with ace, a jack, a king, a 9, or even a 7. Yeah, and
so that would be a nice...
And an 8.
Yeah.
So this is monster flop. And we even have flush draw. So even against aces here, we have like over 60% equity.
Yeah, it's so different from Hold'em.
We have no pair. So it's about putting a lot of pressure. You know your opponent have aces, and like I have no showdown value. You can just go all in on this flop, and he kind of have to fold. It depends. Someone calls, but yeah, you know.
Anything else that I should know before I enter my first PLO 4&5 tournament?
I don't know. It's like in every poker game. You just have to pay attention to your opponents, see what they're doing, and I mean, some people like to look at every flop before they go all in. You know, see that you have something, and some others just, if they have a good starting hand, they just always try to push their equity. It depends.
So you should be a little bit smart, and you should have luck as well, like in every poker game.
Of course, yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Jon, so much for joining us and explaining the PLO 4&5 to me.